All right. Gonna hang out here and see if anybody pops up. I'm doing something different in OBS, so I apologize if things aren't exactly the same or if it doesn't show up the way that it normally does. But yeah, there we go. Just seeing what this is like on the laptop. Trying out some new stuff. See if anybody pops in. Let's see, EB Channel's here. What's up? Mom is here. Oh, good to see you. That reminds me, I actually got to make you a moderator on here because this is completely different. So, let's see. Anna's here. What's up? Okay, so this is literally just me testing out what a different setup is as far as, if there's ever a time that we do want to go live or if there's, just different projects that we want to do. So let's see who's on here. Anthony's on here. Janice is on here. Sarah, what's up? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Sarah actually just sent me some friends memes and different things, and it was so funny. So it's just, my God. As I said before, Chandler Bing, I think, is who we all are underneath. So Scott Parker, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. So let's go ahead and just let some people kind of pile in here. I don't know who all's going to show up or however many people are going to be here. There's a door creaking in the background. That was ominous. So our basement door is right next to the office, and whenever one of the animals comes upstairs, it usually creaks like that. And when you're by yourself, it makes you think twice because you're like, wait, is that an animal? So my first thought whenever there's a noise in the house is not, oh, there's a ghost. It's the, oh, man, like, what if I have an intruder? Like, what's my closest blunt object I can use against them? So, we need a new, need a cool name for your subbies. I think that we called them, it was the viewies for people that viewed it on YouTube, and then the hearies were the people that were on Spotify. So Caitlin's here, Angel's here, Ron V, what's up? Chelsea, hello. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Man, so, okay. When it comes to the show itself, I am curious, how many of you guys have been consistently watching the show? I'm curious to see how many people have been getting notifications or, all that stuff. So, I don't know, should be on from what I understand, but I don't know. This is the first live, so I'm still kind of figuring stuff out. Technically, I think that I'm now able to get donos. The only thing that we can't get is monetization yet. We still have about 900 hours until we're going to be qualifying for that. So, but yeah. It's been good. It's honestly getting this laptop and getting to, be able to test things and do stuff for the future. It's something that I'm really excited about for the future. So I know that was future twice, but yeah. So let's see here. So let's see. Cage Bean says, been watching for the past few weeks. Awesome. Caitlin, Carnage. Okay. Your work entertainment. Oh my God. Thank you. That's actually, that's something that we are very excited for, is some stuff that we have in the future. I'm going to give it some time and see actually if this person jumps in here, because we should be, we should be interviewing somebody here very soon. So let's see here. Anna says, me and I rewatched some episodes to take some notes. Oh, wow. Thank you. That's awesome. So Scott, you always get notifications about us. And this is weird because I'm subscribed to Riker Road on the Cavecast, just so that way I can keep track and make sure that, everything looks good. And what's interesting is that I've gotten notifications almost 4 days late from when videos are uploaded. So it's weird how some things work and some things don't. So yeah, so when it comes to future topics and everything, is that, actually, let me ask you this, is that what have you guys enjoyed watching? What are some of your favorite podcasts to watch? Because from what I can gather, it's probably going to end up being the older episodes. I'm really happy having the music on here. It's so weird not having Eric here because like having that other person to bounce off of. So Chelsea says my notifications are all over the place. So Lola, what's up? Let's see. I'm trying to think. So Mom, you too, are you saying that you get notifications just fine? So, okay. Okay, so video game podcasts, you're into those. Okay. I'm interested to see what we can do with that because it's one of those that we kind of started off in the general sense of, being like, like we'll just talk about our favorite video games in general. But I don't know, like if we're able to do an episode on like VR, like if we can have enough time with it, because I actually just got my hands on an Oculus Quest pretty recently. Eric has had one, but I never wanted to like get too involved on his Oculus. I always wanted to be able to, do my own stuff. So, yeah, it's been awesome. Mythical creatures are really good. Okay. Yeah, cause I'm thinking about doing an episode on cryptids. Oh, hey, Bubs. Come here. Let's see. Come here. There you go. Hop up here so people can see you. Oh. There's Storbus. All right, Bubs. Thank you. Okay, down. Thank you. Good boy. Hey, no. Over here. On the table. There you go. Yep, he's coming in to say hello. So, all right, you are hitting the table. You got to go over here. Let's see here. Scott says, you guys are my age, so I dig it all. Pretty appreciate it, man. Let's see. Oh, Lee is here. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm just going to say it. So we are planning on doing an interview with Lee, Infinite Reactions, who's been in the comments plenty of times. He's been a super, just big supportive person, like, just as far as like tongue in cheek and like, just spreading the word or whatever. Like, he's awesome. He even made some videos of us that were really funny. I believe it was the Night the Roxbury thing where it was the head bobbing. So, guys, I'm happy to say that Infinite Reactions, whether it is just me interviewing him or if it's me and Eric tag teaming it, we 100% are going to have him on the channel and just have a conversation with him. That's really what I want to do with everything is I want to have conversations with people. So my goal is to, just no matter what it is, like, for instance, our friend, Brent, who is, Brent TV. If you guys watch TikTok, he's the guy that does the, perfect SpongeBob popsicles. He's actually a good friend of ours, which we've never met in person, but we've known each other for a while. So getting to sit down with Brent, actually physically, because he's talking about coming down here because he just lives in Pittsburgh. So getting to do that, getting to interview a friend of mine who's actually becoming a voice actress, or actually is a voice actress. She's just, she's getting more work. There's a lot of cool people that we've gotten to meet and, get to, actually talk to. It's just wild. So how do you guys feel about the interviews? And maybe who are some people you'd want to see us interview? Maybe I'll put that out there. Let's see here. Oh, Kim Maples here. What's up? Let's see here. I'm hoping I'm saying your name correctly. Marijan, thanks for being here. But yeah, so I'm really curious to see what you guys think, because as far as like people that we can interview, because what I want to do is, it's obviously like we have big things that we want to do as far as like, getting to interview NF or getting to interview Tommy Profit or big A-list people, or A-list to us at least. Like, it's just, man, like that would be so awesome. But if you guys have some people that you think that would be interesting for us to talk to, I would really be interested to see what you guys think. So this is kind of the time where we can just hang out. I'm probably going to be on here for maybe an hour or two. We'll see how active it is and if there's enough enough interaction. So Mr. John Shoot is here. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, just Eric and I actually talked about it the other night that we think that as much as I would love to emulate Joe Rogan, I think that what it's going to end up being is that I'm going to be Howard Stern essentially, and Eric's going to be one of the people that's over on the side that like will chime in and say stuff, because he was like, no, dude, that sounds like fun. He's like, I'll beat Robin. I don't care. So. Let's see. Marin is the closest. Let's see. Moraine is the closest you'll get. Great try, though. Anna says, I really enjoyed those 2 episodes about faith and your relationship with religion because it was really honest. Also, videos where you're casually talking about your life stories and experiences. Yeah, it's hard because I don't want to become a faith podcast, but I do know that's something that we could definitely talk about a lot. So, yeah, it's just, it's hard because like we find topics that do work, but we also want to be a channel that does everything. But I mean, becoming a horror podcast probably wouldn't be that big of a deal to me. Like I'd probably, or like as far as like big of a worry, I would be like, oh, that'd be fun. But it's having enough content, and people to talk to about that particular topic. So being able to just be able to, talk about anything, that's really what I want. So, oh, Mariah, thank you so much for being here. Even if it was only here for a second. I think that, Sarah's out of here. So, all right, adios. Enjoy your Game of Thrones. You good, dude? Get some water. Kyle is a phenomenal writer. I would say that I know how to put some words together. So I will say that I have been working on my script a little more for the big story I want to tell. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, get out of there. Over there. You can't be underneath, dude. You gotta go. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door. Hold on one second. Go on. Go on. I kind of haphazardly put everything together, so it's not exactly dog proof right now because it's just, things are going to get knocked over. So let's see here. Oh, what did Lee say? He said, the cave cast is a great idea away from the reactions. Hey, Kyle, I'm a big horror fan. It's my favorite genre. Really? Okay, so all right, then that will kind of change up some ideas or some questions I have to ask for you because I'll be able to throw in some fun ones for you. So let's see here. Let's see, Marlo is here. What's up, man? Sorry, I'm scrolling up getting the comments I couldn't see before. So let's see here. Let's see, Scott says, religion as a discussion is always difficult because I do my best to stay away from the soapbox despite opinions. Sure. And it's, and that's the hard thing is that I think that what people misinterpret, especially with some of the shorts that we've posted, is they're like, oh, it's like, you talk about these absolutes or that it's only this thing and it shows your ignorance on these topics. And I responded and I said, look, I'm open to, being wrong about this. I'm not saying that I'm completely right. And if there's something that you can bring to the table that we can have a discussion, I want to know, like, if I'm wrong, I want to talk about it. And they've not gotten back to me. So it's just, it's interesting because a lot of people have the, it's the stereotypical like keyboard warrior thing where it's like, they think that they're going to get into combat, but when they find out that they're getting into discussion, they don't know what to do and they short circuit. So it's weird. So AJ is here. What's up, man? Let's see. I'm trying to think of who else is here. Have we heard AJR's new single? No, but I really like that band a lot. I got to listen to a couple of songs before we reacted to Bang because I had heard it. I'd heard it like maybe like a year or so before we started doing reactions. So let's see here. See, Anthony says, yeah, to be honest, I would never even click on a faith-related episode, just not my cup of tea. Dude, and that's fine, man. And that's the thing is I want to be able to find stuff that everybody is going to enjoy in general. It's not to say that we won't get into, certain topics or, that it won't be, necessarily a heavy episode or we won't ever talk about God or any kind of, belief system again. But I don't want it to be everything that we talk about. I have many different types of conversations in my life, and that's what I want to do. So will we do any of the new upcoming Star Wars games for gaming? I doubt it, only because Eric is actually, I don't know if it's like out of spite, which I don't think so. He's not a Star Wars fan, so it would kind of be one-sided in that enjoyment, but we're definitely having fun with Resident Evil 4. Let's see, episode 4 is coming out this Thursday on Riker Road. So yeah, but oh yeah, well, this is, yeah, my favorite Kyle quote was, my page is whatever I want it to be. Yeah, and that's the thing is that there is the input from the audience that you want, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's not in the aggressive way that they portrayed Freddie Mercury saying it, when he was just like, no, he's like, Queen is whatever I say it is. And it's like, well, in a way, he can kind of say that. Like, when it comes to our channels, is that we can do with them whatever we want. Now, whether or not people stick around, that's a whole different story. So, but okay, and Vicky's on AJ. Okay, got it. Well, if AJ's in the room, you tell him hi, and hi to you, Vicky. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Delmar says people don't seem to want to be challenged anymore nowadays. And indeed, Lee, I see it a lot in my environment as someone interested in politics. And see, and that's the thing too, is that when it comes to politics, I don't even know enough to be able to be, sound in it. Like, I have my opinions, which I will not voice here because I don't want it to turn into that. But it's like, with those kind of discussions, I wouldn't be equipped for that kind of stuff. I would have a very interesting view on it, but it wouldn't be something that I would necessarily want to jump into maybe for our first round of stuff. But let's see here. John Shute says, you can speak on faith, but you got to be neutral and not pressing. Knowing who you are, Kyle, I'd listen. Well, it's, again, like, I hold to, whatever beliefs I have. But the thing is compared to the 15-year-old me, I was very pushy and, was very judgmental in that aspect. So now it's kind of like, yeah, I hold to these beliefs, but in the same hand is that I'm not an asswipe about it. So. Oh, Marlo says that he hasn't watched, or he hasn't listened to the RE4 gameplays. He's just been given the view. Well, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely a game that you want to experience for your first time, like when you're on the joystick. So, yeah. Sydney Barrett asks, off topic, do you have a favorite comfort show or movie? Excuse me. I find that recently my viewing pleasure has been watching people watch the 3rd episode of The Last of Us. I love what they did with Bill's character. So while I've not watched the show, technically, I kind of have watched the show because I've watched a lot of people, watch it. So, it's wild. So there's that. I also have, different YouTube moods whenever I'll do things. Like, I don't really watch shows. That's the thing that Eric and I have kind of like, or that he's learned about me, is that he's like, oh, we can watch this show. And like, I'll start it and then life happens and I don't really care if I finish it. So like, there's like 3 shows that I have not finished. But YouTube, I can I can pick it up and put it down anytime that I want to. So, so right now it's, reactions to, The Last of Us, episode 3. So, let's see here. Trojan Rage says, hello, brother. What's up, man? Lori West is here. What's up? She says, I'm here now listening, but not able to watch. Just going to be the quiet observer. Well, thank you for being here either way. I appreciate it. Get some water here. So, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Is that as far as questions about the podcast or just different things that are pertaining to that, I would be curious as to what you guys think. I'm going to change up the music here. That way we can have a bit of a difference. So, I've not heard of Shrezzers. That's kind of hard to say. Instead of Shredders, it's Shrezzers. So, did I get your note in Discord about the filmmaker? Which filmmaker? There's a lot of filmmakers that are talked. Yeah, AJ, I'm not cracking a drink until after this. I want it to be of clear mind because this isn't the normal setup that we use. I would actually have to I have to put everything away when I'm done. So yeah. Aliens. And so yeah, Aliens, it's a fun topic because we did address it in one of the God, what was it? Was it a live stream? No, it was the questions video. That's what we did. We actually dove into the topic of aliens, and I think that we had a pretty good discussion about it. It was it's something where it's like, all right, you know what? If there's crazy things that exist in the world and we don't even know what's in our ocean, then how do we know what's in space? So, but let's see here. Hales is here. What's up? Let's see. A cave cast about Area 51. Yeah, talking about Bob Lazar and oh god, what's the other gentleman's name? There's a couple of people that have either worked in the government or have claimed to. So, my favorite joke about Area 51 was, I believe it was an old friend of mine that said that Area 51 is just a cover up for Area 52 and 53. So, so yeah, that was fun. Scott says, for the record, I regret having watched Blood and Honey. Oh my God. Dude, Eric said that he saw it and he said it was actually a lot of fun. Like, we don't, I don't know, like, we know that there's going to be bad movies, and that's okay. Like, it's one of those that if we go into a movie expecting greatness, that's where we're going to judge. But if we go into some cheap horror movie, we're not going to judge it that bad. And I figured that it was going to be, just a shit show. And I've not seen it yet, but he said that it was actually pretty well put together. So I don't know. But if you're saying that it wasn't good, then I'll probably believe yes. So, but yes, I haven't been on Discord much, within the past like day or so, just because I've just had a lot of stuff going on. Really like getting this laptop figured out and just prepping stuff for the future. So I believe I've got 7 episodes of topics for us to talk about. So if you guys want me to talk about those, I can talk about that. So. Actually, cheap horror movies, I tell you what, was, Lee, I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy, but there's a gentleman that's named Neil Breen. I would never put you through this unless if it was 110% worth your time. Oh my God. He is independently wealthy. He makes movies and they are so bad. Like, it's like when I think of movies I've seen that have had like a 10 grand budget and you're like, whoa, this looks like it's feature film worthy. This guy, Neil Breen, is independently wealthy and his movies look like a first grade, like, I don't even know, like it is so bad. And the reason why people watch his movies is because they're so bad. Like, there's sections of stock footage that he uses of characters that are not in the movie at all, but they're supposed to represent people. Oh my God. So no, Lee, Human Centipede is a fantastic movie. As far as it is directed well, was done with heart. Neil Breen thinks he can direct, whereas Tom Six knows he can direct and he does it to creep people out. So, let's see here. I've actually not watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's one that I think that, now that I think about it, because we're talking about doing a movie tier on Patreon where we do commentaries, because we don't have the time necessarily to put out movie reactions, but we could do movie commentaries. So, yeah. Dude, Grave Encounters is such a good movie. The second one I could kind of live without, but still what they did with it was really, it was really impressive. It was pretty cool. So Curtis Connor did a whole thing about his movies and it was great. Oh my God. Okay, I may have to watch that then. Man, because I'm trying to think of, because the last horror movies that we watched was Barbarian and Smile. And Smile actually scared the shit out of me. I could not be by myself. Or, I could, but I didn't want to be by myself. So, yeah, it's just, ugh. There was something about that entity, because it wasn't even a demon or a ghost or, a cryptid. It was a mind entity, which is really terrifying. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you guys have been doing the movie trailer reactions. Again, guys, if you have not supported AJ yet, go jump over to his channel and take care of that. AJ, Mom, actually, Lola, I may be able to try to get you onto the Cavecast, or did I try that already? Anyway, I need to get moderators set up on the next live, so. But, oh, we watched Evil Dead Rise when the AC went out. Devin and I went and saw that in theaters. Had no idea that it was Devin's first time experiencing an Evil Dead movie. And we sit down and I look at him, I'm like, are you excited? And he goes, yeah. He's like, I have no idea what to expect. He's like, I've never watched them. And I went, oh, Devin. Oh, I'm like, bro, you have no idea what's about to happen. And the movie started and it was a great time. So, but Eric and I sat in this super hot house and just made the best of it. And he was like, you know what? I want to watch Evil Dead Rise. And at that point, I'm like, well, we can't record. We can't do anything. We might as well have fun and enjoy ourselves. So with how Eric and I watch movies is that there's times that we will pause and we'll talk about what's happening. where we don't even have a camera in front of us. Like, we'll talk about like, oh my God, look at this CG, or look at the effects. Like, oh God, that bone break was nasty, or whatever. Like, it's just, that's how we do it. So getting to capture that for you guys with either a movie we've already seen or not seen should be fun. But okay, so it was Copyright 425. Okay, yeah. I just need to see like what the deal is with the moderators, because for anybody that doesn't know what's going on, was that trying to add people, Lola's account, I haven't been able to add her, and I don't know why. So it's been just one of those things where either YouTube is just being, dumb as usual, or there's something else happening. So yeah. Oh yeah, no, without AC it was awful. That was situation of, he texted me and said, hey man, might want to bring some batteries home. The thermostat is, messing up or whatever. And, he's like, it's 80 degrees. I think it's losing power. I'm like, oh, not a problem. So grabbed batteries and brought them home, and it didn't work. So ended up finding out that it was one of the components inside it needed replaced. And once they did that, it kicked right on. So, but that was about 2 or 3 days, while it was some of the hottest humid days that we had in a minute. So, oh my God, Terrifier 3. Yeah. And I've not sat down to watch Terrifier 2, but I remember watching, I guess, the most gruesome scene out of the entire thing. And I get why it's kind of extreme horror, but I'm sorry, the sadness was worse. Like, it's you can tell that it's fake and it's comical on the Terrifier, whereas in other movies it's more insane. Like, Terrifier is almost like over-the-top comical violence, if you will. So, but it's also brutal and grisly. So, oh, let's see here. God bless the Sci-Fi Channel for shit budget horror films. NF is the only person. What can make me emotional with music? Yeah. And if NF doesn't hit your soul, like, I kind of look at it in the same way that if you don't cry at the beginning of The Last of Us, you don't have a heart. Like, plain and simple. Like, I know not everybody is empathetic, but that to me is like, I think that there's things on this planet that just, demand your emotion, and it's just, it will not, back off for anything. So, but let's see. Let's try to keep it moving since it is only me here, because I don't want to sit in silence too much. But go ahead and just start bringing in questions. Whatever kind of questions you want to ask, we'll go ahead and I will answer them to the best of my ability. We've been going for about a half hour or so. So, well, somebody just said, John Shoot says, NF is the only rapper to make me cry. Well, yeah, obviously he made 2 grown men cry when we watched How Could You Leave Us? So, and actually, Lee, I can't remember. Have you reacted to NF? Because I don't want to give away too much if you haven't. So, same thing for AJ too, because I don't know if he's ever going to go down that road. Ooh, Marlo wants to know, which version of The Thing do I prefer? 1982, hands down. If 2011 would have utilized practical effects the way that they intended, I probably would have liked it more. But the monster just turns into a bunch of pixels, which is, not that scary to me. So, let's see here. Have I ever watched Phantasm? No, heard of it, but never seen it. Have we listened to Dayseeker anymore? Oh, I'm yawning. Sorry. Whew. Gotta reel it in. There we go. So when it comes to Dayseeker, is that I actually knew a little bit of their music. My favorite song by them was Sleep Talk. Then there was also, I'm trying to think, Burial Plot, and then there was also Drunk. Those were some of my favorite songs off of that. So knowing that they were doing more stuff, I was excited for it. But in the same hand, I can't dive in until we listen to it. So that's the hard part about being a reactor that nobody talks about, is that I've hung out with friends before where they're like, hey, can I show you this? And it's some new band or something. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm sorry. And it's like, if you turn it on for everybody, I have to leave, or I can't listen to it or whatever. And they're like, wait, what about just a few seconds? And it's like, no, like I can't. It ruins the song, So it's just, that's the part of being a reactor that, you eventually learn over time, where you're like, wow, don't get to enjoy music the same way that I did, but what I found was I found bands that we weren't reacting to. So like Polyphia, Band Camino, you know, like Breaking Benjamin, like I already know all their music. I'm not going to wait on Breaking Benjamin. There's nothing new out yet, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I've not seen Midsummer yet. I've heard it's awesome. I know that Florence is in it, and she is like, I adore her. She's so good. But I kind of know what happens. But yeah, I have not dove in yet. The last messed up, actually, no, I lied. The last messed up movie when I had COVID that I watched was that movie X, which was really out there. Let's see here. Marlo, let's see, I had a good question. Do you have any particular artists or groups that you would refuse to react to? Ooh. No. I mean, I really don't like Taylor Swift and have no desire for her music whatsoever, but if it got requested, I would do my due diligence. I don't refuse to react to anything. It's just more so, are you guys ready for what I have to say about it? Because I'm going to be honest. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people have had, you know, this mentality of like, you only react to things that you like. And it's like, no, we react to things. And what you've gotten was an honest answer. Like, just because we like everything doesn't mean that we liked everything completely. Like, you know, it's there's been plenty of NF songs that I'm like, look, man, I like this section, but I'm not feeling it in this one. But eventually over time, it does grow on me. So let's see here. What's my favorite song ever? Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah, it's that is to me, John Resnick, knowing that he made that song because he literally was like, all right, whatever, I'll do one more thing. He was thinking about actually quitting music and going to school and getting a real job. And the production company for the movie City of Angels, they approached him and said, hey, can you do, you know, this song or make a song for this movie? This is the plot. And he went home, wrote the music in 5 minutes, and wrote the music in 10. Or sorry, no, yeah, wrote the music in 5 minutes and wrote the lyrics in 10. Sorry. And he then submitted it and was like, all right, whatever, like, you know, have it. And literally, it was #1 on alternative charts for 3 years straight. So it's just, Iris, to me, in my opinion, like, that's my go-to. Like, I can listen to that song whenever. It's just, it is such an amazing song. Like I don't want the world to see me because I don't know, because I don't want the world to see me because I don't think that they'll understand. Like, who thinks like that? Like, that. How much more 90s do you get? So. I've actually never watched City of Angels. I know that it's a good movie, but I know the ending. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to sit through all of it just to get to that. So. See, it's with Suicide Boys, like, it's kind of like with anything else, is that it's not that we're not personally open to react to it. It's more so like, is YouTube gonna, you know, work in our favor with it? Because that's the hard part, is that people are like, dude, keep doing Citizen Soldier. And it's like, guys, like, it got shit views. Like, we can't make a channel off of that. And it's hard. So if we do something like that, it would have to essentially be put into USB. What's going on? Can you guys still hear me? See what happens. I'll keep talking either way. But no, we need to okay, apparently I'm back. So before I move on, did anything happen? Did you guys hear everything? I kind of got thrown off, and so let's see if I got a notification that said that I disconnected, and then apparently I came back. So, well, Mom, the only reason that I can perform Iris that well is okay, so you guys can. There's a massive delay. So, okay. I have not done that song in a long time. I actually had to change the chorus, and it was just, oh my God, that chorus is so high to sing. So yeah, Lee says Citizen Soldier is amazing, but I hear you on the views, man. They don't get many on my channel either. See, and I'm happy to hear that. Like, not that I'm happy that your videos don't do well with them, but it's like, I'm glad to know that it's not just us. Like, that's, wow. Like, it's just, it sucks because especially that band of all bands, like, they have something so special. So the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. Don't even get me started on The Matrix. I fucking love that movie. There was somebody that I knew that they were kind of like the most, I guess you could say, dense musician in a lot of ways. And I remember hanging out with them at one point, and they brought up The Matrix, and they were like, dude, like the first time I watched The Matrix, it completely just turned my world upside down. And I looked at them and I went, you officially have my respect now. So that's how people earn respect with me, is through movies and music. Like I've had guys that have tried to talk to me about cars, and it's like, dude, you're talking to a wall. Like I know nothing about cars. I could give two shits. Like if I didn't have to drive a car, I wouldn't, but I have to. So it's like, hey, you want to drive this car? Nah, I'm good. I got a bike. So why, oh, why didn't I take the blue pill? What do I think about Avril Lavigne? She's all right. I really don't have an opinion on her one way or another. I was actually more interested when she was being offered acting roles, and I think she was in Over the Hedge, because I really love voice actors. Like getting to interview Troy Baker would probably be like one of the highlights of my life. But yeah, so yeah. Let's see here. Do I like the squeals though? Which squeals? Like, I mean, sometimes I squeal with excitement. All you got to do is watch a falling in reverse reaction, and you'll see that. So, yeah. So, let's get back on the mentality of, all right. So, who would you guys want to see us? Who would you guys want to see us interview? Make sure nobody's trying to get a hold of me or anything. Nah, Steve, you good, man? Thanks for being here. Yeah, because we're really trying to think about just like as far as, you know, people that we can interview and we can work stuff out with, because we have Zoom, and as long as they respond to us and they're down for it, we'd love to. So. Wait, what's culty? AJ, your time will come. I just don't know when it is. Honestly, what we've been trying to figure out is like his, like for instance, I've got certain like different friends of mine or whatever that have been like, dude, like why haven't you had me on yet? And it's like, you know, we've known each other for like, you know, for our entire lives, and it's like, well, that's not the motivation. Like my thing is thinking about the conversations I want to have and the things that I want to do and what I want to put out there. So if it's one of those that I can have a compelling reason to have somebody on, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's, I don't know, like I'm trying to just think about some different opportunities that have fallen in my lap and going from there. But yeah, so let's see. Oh my God, Noah from Bad Omens. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Noah is one of those guys that I know for a fact that he's very, very reserved and he's very quiet, but he also knows so much. And just because he was actually a songwriter before he ended up going into Bad Omens. So it's one of those where I'm like, okay, like getting to pick his brain, and because I want to be able to ask people questions that they haven't been asked a million times. And because that's the hard thing that I think a lot of people have to deal with, especially like, you know, like when you look at Hot Ones. Sean asks some of the best questions I think I've ever asked somebody, or I've ever heard him ask somebody. Like, it's just nuts. Like, he, you know, knows the most insane facts about them. He knows this, he knows that. So, but add me as your student. You're, what was it? He's like, I'm an intern. Do I make money? No, you're an intern. Yeah, but I have to give my time. Right, but we can't pay you. So. Nah, man, if there's any trade secrets that we got, dude, it's with AJ and with anybody else, is that we love to just give people the keys to the kingdom, you know? So, see, when it comes to Ronnie or Will Ramos, I think, ironically, Ronnie may be the one that would respond just because he does know who we are, which is still really weird to say. But yeah, but Will Ramos would be a lot of fun. He's helped me out. He is my Jedi master. Focus your feelings. Feel that. It's the Force. Oh, the Midsummer movie is culty. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, that 100%. So it's almost like 100 Days of Summer. Is that what it is? I can't remember. But, yeah, because we actually, okay, I will say this. So Delmar was saying Jake, Citizen Soldier lead singer, we actually got an email that said that somebody could hook us up with an interview with him. I don't know how legit it is, and I don't know if anything will come of it, because like that's not like, I'm even careful on putting it out there because I don't want people to think like, oh, when's that interview coming? And it's like, well, no irons in the fire are, happening right now with it. But my thing is, oh, Pixie Nerd's here. What's up? What time is it for you right now? Because you're in Germany, right? But no, so like there's also that frustrating part that it's like, well, I'd want to get more acquainted with Citizen Soldier's, music before I would talk to the guy. But in the same way is that it's like, man, I don't know, like knowing we can talk to him, but I can't really, talk about his music too much. It just, it kind of makes that, tension there. So doing a tutorial with us on how to growl. Dude, if Will Ramos could teach me how to growl, I don't need anything else. After that, life is side quests. Like, you're right. Ren is very responsive. I do think that we could have a good conversation with him, but seeing Rosalie Reacts getting to interview him was just so cool that like a lot of the questions that she asked, that's what I would have asked. So Lucas here. What's up, man? Let's see here. It's 1:35 a.m. oh my God, dude, in the Netherlands and Germany. Screw that. I wouldn't even be up that late to watch me. So oh man. And actually, guys, I know Luke's on it. I know Mom's on it. So how many people are on the Facebook page that Lola created? Because guys, that's actually a fan ran page that Eric and I don't have like any like administrative stuff on it. We may eventually. We're just going to be careful because we don't want our Facebooks connected. But nevertheless, is that if you guys have not done that yet, that's a cool place that you guys can hang out. We've got that. We've got Discord. I've also heard that somebody is currently working on a Reddit one, which I don't know if that's gone through or not, but I will let you guys know if that does happen. So, oh, just sitting, yeah, chilling, killing. So okay, so Chinchilla actually did comment on the one video that we reacted to her, and she was super sweet. So maybe if we got to, that'd be pretty sweet. So getting to interview people over Zoom and Skype has become like the, again, the tool that, people didn't have when Howard Stern was doing everything he was doing. He just had, a phone call. So Spunky's here. What's up? Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, actually, yeah, let's see if somebody can actually share the Facebook group link and put it in here. I need to put it in the description of the Cavecast videos too. That'll be done relatively soon. So, let's see, what was I talking about? Yeah, Facebook group. Okay, so when it comes to the Facebook group, Mom posted can you guys which brother or which one of my boys did this? And essentially it was one of us had knocked over the Christmas tree and destroyed some of her garland, and Lola screen capped it, sent it to me, and was like, was this you? And I really had to think about it. I'm like, I don't think so. Like maybe when I was super young I did something. So but yeah, so see, Prodigal Marine says, I've been debating for years to start a channel, and you guys have inspired me to start one. Dude, that's awesome. Then he says, going to do reactions with my 15-year-old who also loves you guys. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And dude, we will take all the prayers that we can get, man. So thank you for taking time out of your day to do that. That means a lot. Thank you so much. So yeah. Oh my God. So wait, hold on. Is it Coda Chronicles? So you were back. You were here whenever, when Brent got us all of our subscribers. Holy crap. See, that's the thing is, Luke, I had no idea. Like, there's tons of things that I've forgotten about. The only thing that I remember, well, sorry, not the only thing, but the main thing I remember the most is what we talked about when Mom was here, was me painting the front of the house with mud. So What kind of vape mod do I have? Yeah, this is a geek vape. So I'm not going to show it blatantly on camera just because we think that may be one of the main issues we've had. So, Eric, I will talk as long as I want to. So, guys, give Eric some love. Say hi. So, yeah, Eric's actually with his family tonight. So I figured, just testing stuff out here, I can kind of, put it through the paces. Eric, I've got some cool stuff to show you as far as what I can do in OBS, being a streaming setup instead of a recording setup, because I actually have the YouTube chat in OBS. It's wild. So I'll show you that whenever you get back. So I'm sure we can make changes in on the main computer. So let's see here. Meg is here. What's up? Oh man, everybody's here. Oh God, it's all my children. David Koopa. Yo, what's Eric? What's good? That's funny. Somebody asked if I play instruments. I've actually got guitars over here. I have guitars pretty much in almost every room of my house, but so apple juice, brother. Actually, yeah, tonight I'll be cracking my cold one afterwards. This is just not a sponsor, but this is Smart Water. As you can see, I've used it so much that it's been crackling. So yeah, all we need is Josh and this Wonder Twins activate. We need the 5 pillars of Riker Road, or what, I don't know. Like no, the 5 pillars of the internet. Or the many pillars. But yeah, because we got, Lori's here, AJ's here, Luke is here, Meg is here, like Lee is here, Mom is here. It's like, everybody, just combine all of your powers together. So, so yeah, actually, so I've got some music projects that are coming up. So I'm hoping to try some stuff. So I'll let him know. AJ actually asked me last night if he asked me if I would make him some intro music, and I was like, man, I don't know when I could do that. Like, it sounds fun though. So I'm thinking about trying to put my hands together and see, like, all right, man, like, let's see what we can do with this, and start making just commission music for people's intros and stuff. So we are Captain Planet. You have a Harry Potter Harry Potter slushie. A slushie? I want a Harry Potter slushie. Lola, I'm back. Okay, so Random Hero wants... All right, I'm happy this got brought up. Whatever happened to the finale of the Amity Affliction series, we had to move on. That was during one of the strangest grind times that we had, where the videos were not doing well, and we tried to communicate it, but it was just one of those that we kept getting caught up with things. I've actually thought about, like, down the road if those videos should even still be on YouTube, but in the same hand, I don't know, like, we've not made any decisions. That's just me talking, freely, but yeah, we just didn't finish it because it just, other stuff took precedence, and to go back now, I think, would just be not worth it. So, but Prodigal Marine, if you want to use the PO box that is in the Riker Road description, that's the same one for me too. So, but DNZ, what's up, man? Sydney Baird wants to know if we've been recognized in public for your channel. So Eric has been recognized from a distance in normal everyday life. He had somebody that saw him, I think, at like a speedway or something. And I've not gotten recognized because of Riker Road, but I got recognized because of Kyrite425 on my TikTok channel. It was some younger girl that was behind the counter of a store that I went into, and she was like, hey, are you the guy that does the demons? And like, that was the moment that I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? And I just said, yes, I am. And she's like, oh my God, I watch you all the time. And it's insane. So you're inside my house. You said you were behind me, so I figured. Oh yeah, no, and thank you. Incarceration, yeah. So, well, that's kind of like an isolated incident, but my favorite moment of Eric getting recognized was when I think we were there for maybe like a half hour. Like, I think we had gotten food, and got our drinks, and we're standing around kind of talking to people, just kind of hanging out. And I think this like mid-30s, mid-40s woman came up to Eric, just patted him on the shoulder and said, "How are you enjoying your apple juice?" And he just looked at her, and we were like, "Oh my God." So yeah, we had a few people that we met up with, and that they were like, "Oh my God, like we watched and this, like, you know, this and this." So going to a show now with the subscriber count that we have on Riker Road, I cannot imagine what would happen. So it's just, yeah, that'd be crazy. DNC, I'm doing good, man. I'm, it's, again, just trying this stuff out and seeing what's going on. So I'm 30 seconds away. Start running. No. Let's see here. The page, yeah. So actually, if somebody can grab the Facebook link and share it in the chat, that'd be great. Let's see here. I'm going to stay on for probably about another 10 minutes. So I mean, excuse me, I'm going to get some other stuff done tonight, but I figured I would at least like jump on here and see what's going on. So, but let's do this. Let's do rapid fire questions. If you guys just have any kind of questions you guys want to ask, so it can be related to the channel, could be just about anything, whatever you want to do. So we got about 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and, no, I'll give you guys 15. Let's do an even 8 o'clock. How about that? No, Data, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm wondering, hold on, let me look at the actual YouTube thing itself. No, it doesn't show up on there. It only shows up on here. Okay. Let's see here. What are we recording Wednesday? We're recording the podcast about Blockbuster. So actually, you know what? Let's do this. My favorite color is blue. It's blue like the ocean, even though I hate the ocean. I cannot stand the ocean. Let's see here. I'm actually going to pull up the topics that we've got pulled up. Let's see here. Where is my Google Docs? Favorite cuisine of food types. Dude, I really enjoy Japanese food. That is some of my favorite stuff. Because the first time, it was one of the first dates I had been on with somebody, and they were like, "You want to go get Japanese food?" I was like, "Yeah, that sounds great." But in the back of my mind, years ago, I had a terrible experience with Japanese food, and I was like, well, I guess we'll just see how this night goes. So, it ended up being fine, and I've gone back many times, and it's awesome. So, what was one of the best moments of my life, and what made it so great? I would have to say the first time that I saw the Avengers. Like, I know that's so surface level, but my God, it was so amazing seeing Hulk own Loki the way that he did. Like, there was nobody in that theater that wasn't laughing. So. Let's see here. Who's my favorite new metal band? I really like Danger Kids. They're really awesome. Especially their We're All in Danger, The Blacklist, and oh God, I can't remember the other one, but it'll pop up whenever it's not supposed to. So, let's see. Favorite ice cream flavor? I am a mint chocolate chip guy. The green mint chocolate chip, right, Eric? So. Puny God. Let's see here. Sydney wants to know what's my biggest end of year goal for the channel and myself. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers probably in the next 1 to 2 years. And when it comes to myself, I want to finish my movie script sometime soon. I don't know if there's I don't know if there's, a way that I can say that it'll be done soon, like as far as like in the next year, because every time that I thought that I was on a grind, it won't go. I mostly kind of like just eat the elephant and do it. But yeah, so definitely try to reach 10K subscribers in the next couple years and hopefully finish my script in that time too. If not, then we'll put it at the 5-year mark. So let's see here. All right, DNC, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. See, I did see there's a new Samurai Pizza Cat song. It didn't look like it was doing that well. It only had like 15K compared to some of their other stuff. Like they make really good stuff and like it's put out there. So I didn't know if they were fighting the algorithm. So, because it's one of those that if you're going to react to something, you know, if it only has a certain amount of views, then less than that certain amount of views are the people that are going to visit your channel. So, what is the airspeed velocity of an unsladen swallow? What do you mean? European or African? I don't know that. What? I've never actually had peppermint ice cream. I've heard of it, but never had it. So, Bobby, hey man, what's up? Since for anybody that's just joining, just so you guys know, is that if we go live on the Cavecast, more than likely Eric will be here. This was just me kind of testing some stuff out and doing things. Much like how we're gonna do future interviews with things, is that if there's a time that Eric can't be here for an interview that we're going to do over Skype or something, is that I'll make sure that Eric's questions are answered. So yeah. Well, who's my favorite rapper besides NF? Bone Crusher, hands down. I fucking love that guy. And dude, Lee, it's so weird whenever it's like, I wouldn't be able to joke around with you in the way that I joke around with my American friends, because I will use a British accent sometimes. Like, oh, but look at that, won't you? Like, I don't even know if that's right, but like, so I gotta like do something different or just not do it at all. So. That's the thing too, is anytime that I try to pretend to be Irish, it always comes out Scottish. And whenever I try to do Scotland, it always comes out as Irish. So I can't win. So. Have we been to a tractor pull? Absolutely, we've been to a tractor pull. I'm not a farm boy. Like, I'm a country, liver, I guess you could say, but I'm a city boy, like, in heart. So I just like the way that the country lives, and I behave like a city boy. So, if that makes any sense. Do the English accent again? So there I was, sitting alone in Newport, England, and I had to, I had to get 10,000 brown M&Ms to fill a brandy glass, or Ozzy wouldn't go on stage that night. Little Tix here pops his head around the corner about a little sweet shop on the other side of town. So, we go. Yeah, anyway. Who is my favorite reactor now? AJ Williams. No, AJ, dude, like you're a part of the group of people that I love and adore that do reactions, man. Like, you're putting it out there, but when I think of people that got me into reacting, and like, as far as like, I mean, Eric got me into reacting, but like knowing that I loved it and that it was like, oh, that could be cool to try. Like, it's Too Lit, it's, D Gibby, it's Laid Back DFR, hands down is my favorite reactor of all time. Like, for his look, his commentary, and how calm he is, he's a very different type of reactor. But yeah, so. Wait, Mega's a farmer? Wait, definitely better English accents than some of the Brits that live here. Wait, so their normal accent sounds like an American doing a bad accent? Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Luke, I'm happy you brought this up. Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, Luke has been on the Kyrite 425 channel for, I think, 5 videos? Because there was the one about the Corndoogles, then there were the trilogy, the chair. No, you've had like 6 or 7 on there. It's been a while. I got to go through them. But yeah, so with the Firefly trilogy that is on the channel, Luke has a final 4th chapter for that particular section of the universe, because there's more. He has this really in-depth story that we want to do like a 3D experience, like where it's going to be audio, and like, if there's somebody that's like walking, like you'll hear the footsteps, and like if a monster comes from the right, like I'm spitballing, but that's going to be a situation where not only is it going to be Luke and I doing voices, that is going to be friends, family. I plan on hiring my friend Christina for that time. I plan on just doing that stuff. So, and it sucks too, because like I want to do scary stories more often. It's just, I can't. And they pretty much only happen when I have time. And it's that whole like faster alone, further together kind of a thing, where like in the moment I can pump out content and get it done, but waiting for the moment to pop up to be able to like, get everybody's schedules and stuff, like that's the main thing. So, but Lola, don't tempt me. If you have the ability to do some voice acting, like I want everybody that we can have in our toolkit. So yeah, it's, of course I need to make sure that like people are able, but that's the thing. So yeah, it's exciting because like the stuff that I want to write, the stuff that Luke has already written, the stuff that people have been writing on Discord and things like that. Like it's just a matter of having time to put that stuff together. So, but yeah. Do I know who Jake Hill and Josh A are? I think I know who Jake Hill is, but I'm not sure about Josh A. My script is better a hard work. My script is better a hard work? I'm not sure what you meant by that. Do I know any good two-line horror stories? The last man on earth sits on his couch, and there's a knock at the door. There you go. So... Oh, your script has been hard work. Gotcha. Yeah, dude. Scripts are no joke, man. They're always like there's so much detail and everything you got to do for themselves. So, Lola, we will work together. We will figure out whether or not you got it. Don't worry. We'll know. It's like that whole thing where it's just like, just because your grandmother says you can sing doesn't mean you can sing. It's like one of those where it's like, nah, dude, like putting yourself out there and trying stuff and, hearing that hard thing. Like, I think it was Will Friedle that who played Eric Matthews on Boy Meets World. He said that there were different tryouts that he went to that he would ride for 6 hours on a train just for them to tell him no and go home. And like, he didn't even get a chance to like try out. Like, it's that type of like hard thing, but in the same hand is that I plan to be nicer than that. So it's like, no, like let's try this, or like if it doesn't work here, let's see if we can get you to do something else. So, but well, Eric, you may not be able to sing with the knowledge that we have right now of your voice. Of course, we have more to discover, but we do have auto-tune, so it makes you sound like a pitch-perfect robot, even if you just speak into it. So at least I think we'll try it out. So. This is Bob. Bob has no arms. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Bob. Oh, man. No, that's going to start a whole thing of jokes. I can't do that. That's too mean. All right, so we got a few minutes, guys, so let's go ahead and just do some more rapid-fire questions, and then I'm going to hop off here. So do whatever, ask whatever you guys want to ask. Do your thing. Dropping the hottest ep of the summer. Wait, who's dropping the hottest ep? Oh, EP. Oh my God. EP. I was like, oh, episode. Which episode are you talking about, Eric? I was like, Bob wouldn't knock. He thought, just like slamming himself. That's impressive. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it's impressive. So. I'm on TikTok doing karaoke. Hate my friends. Oh, shit. Favorite video game antagonist? Oh, God. That would have to be a toss-up between either Ganondorf or... Man, you got... I'll go legit Donkey Kong. Throwing them barrels, doing his thing, so... Favorite side dish? Dude, fries the whole way. With cheese and sometimes salsa. And then, like, I think I just like nachos. Maybe nachos. Let's say that. So, fry nachos. How about that? You just tried running the water again? Oh, my. Let's do this. Let's switch up this music here. Come on, play. There we go. Would I ever date a hardcore Satanist? I think the question is, would I ever date? That would be the first level I'd have to get past. So, but when it comes to like, I don't know, like to me, I've actually focused more on people, and because it's like this idea that it's like, oh, they believe this, they believe that, like it's so ridiculous, or it's so this, it's so that, and it's like, okay, well. that belief may be the foundation of them, but there's a person that's also involved in that. So I think it's case by case. So yeah. My favorite cocktail? I don't have one. I'm mainly a beer drinker. I actually had, for the very first time, I had a martini when I was in Vegas for work. So that was, it was actually me and my buddy, Blake. We actually walked around Vegas when we had free time. And he was like, yeah, you're going to have a legit martini. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll go ahead and do it. And we had already had kind of, you know, an adventure before then. At that point, we had to walk back, and it was just, oh, like, we got food, and we were marinated. We were ready to just go to bed. So he taped the handle up so I wouldn't turn it on because my sink keeps backing up. Oh, no, but he used the clear tape. Oh, shit. I'm going to say, get somebody with a snake and just clear that shit out. And somebody's going to take that and use that as a gift now. So favorite Ohio craft brewery? Oh, that's a good question. I'm a fan of the Wadsworth Brewery. That's really good. And I think that there's one in Cleveland that I've been to that was pretty dope too. So I've been to Canada, but that's it. I've not like been overseas or anything. I don't know if I'll ever be able to travel overseas. I want to. We talked about going to Ireland. I want to so bad, but flying that long is rough. And then going over an ocean, I would probably freak out. So let's see here. Okay, Lola's out of here. All right. Yep, talk to you after. Let's see here. AJ, Eric's barely on Facebook. That is not the place to get a hold of him. I am a whiskey drinker. My favorite type is Knob Creek. And I've got Old Crow in the living room in the kitchen right now. So, but yeah, it's so weird not having somebody here because I usually use that time with Eric to gather my thoughts. So I can't do oceans, dude. Nah, dude. There is so much we don't know. Yeah, see, Lee, that's why I'll never expect you to come to America, because it's like, nah, dude, we'll just Skype or something. Like, if we're ever gonna have a conversation, that's how we'll do that. I would never make you get on a plane. I think the longest flight that I've heard somebody personally that I know was, I think, 20 hours. They were on one of those where like you basically get like a mini hotel room, like you stay in and stuff. Like you can like take a shower and stuff. And somebody was like, oh, like, how'd you do that? And they said, oh, it was awesome. I took a nap. I watched a movie. I ate food. They served dinner. It was great. So, but. Yeah, Jim Beam's good. I've had some that I've liked and some that I haven't. There was actually a big period of time where I couldn't taste alcohol. Like, I don't know what the deal was, but people would hand me drinks and I would try it. And they're like, wait, like, don't you taste anything? I'm like, it burns, but I'm like, I taste nothing. Like, it's like there's no like flavors that were coming through. It's only been recently that I've been able to taste certain things. And it's actually even with certain teas too. Like, tea basically tastes like water to me. Mom would expect, of course you'd expect him to, because he'd be great to hang out with, but I'm not putting him through that hell. I would hate that. I'd have to watch so many movies and not be able to get up and walk around. My legs are constantly moving. For me to be in a tube that's, 20,000 feet above the earth and flying over water that is miles deep. No. Wait, Data says, I actually had a chocolate bar yesterday that had Jim Beam in it. It was really good. No way. Okay, that's awesome. Alcohol-infused chocolate. Never would have thought of that. He'd be running for president. And one day he's just going to snap. And he's going to go, I can do whatever I want. I can become the president of the United States. Oh, man. Lee, if you took over, I would agree with all your policies. I don't even care what they are, because I know they probably wouldn't have much to do with me anyway, because I'd be living in a bunker doing my thing, so. But, all right, guys. Hey, I think this has been a good live so far. This worked out pretty well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure when a live will happen again or how this will go, but I did want to give you guys an update just on, you know, what's happening. As far as episodes that are coming, Blockbuster is going to be this week. We're also going to do, I'll give you 3 out of what we're going to talk about. We're going to do an episode on grilling, and we're also going to do an episode on our prized possessions. So things that we're actually going to bring on the show. It's going to be like a mega show and tell. That's all that it basically is. And we're also going to do an episode on Stan Lee. Just look at a bunch of facts about him, talk about what we remember, and just, you know, have a good conversation and enjoy our time talking about like Marvel comics and like Marvel movies and everything, you know, in between that he's worked on. So no idea when exactly all these things are happening, but regardless, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you, everybody, for being here, especially, you know, Eric, Luke, Living Miracle. I'm looking at everybody. Let's see, Riker Road, Mom, Little Pixie Nerd, Scott Parker. Let's see, Bobby Stone, AJ, Mace does. Try to call as many people as I can. So, but everybody else too, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I promise that the next time when Eric is on, it'll be a much better experience. And yeah, we will talk to you guys again soon.